Greetings, pop pickers. Today I'm going to do something a little different for me and talk about a kids' animated movie. You know, I don't see a lot of Disney content these days. I don't have Disney Plus. Going to the cinema in the last couple of years has been difficult here behind the maple curtain, and I'm suffering from Star Wars and Marvel fatigue. And Disney's live action remakes of classic animations have been somewhat ill conceived, in my opinion. I'm looking at you, Cruella. However, the areas that Disney still excels in is in the animation. And recently, courtesy of my grandkids, I had the pleasure to see November 2021 release Encanto. I was first introduced to the movie by mi amigo Polly of the Latino Slant channel. And if you haven't checked out Latino Slant, it's one of the best channels on YouTube. The huge amount of original content, including reviews, commentary, and interviews, and even live music performances. There's a link in the description below. I'm going to keep this review as spoiler-free as possible, by the way. So, I recently visited my grandchildren in the Highlands of Scotland, and it turns out that their favourite movie right now is Encanto. So I had the pleasure of watching it several times with them, and they also love the soundtrack and can sing along with all the songs. So what makes this animation set in a fantasy Colombia appeal to a couple of kids halfway across the world? Encanto is the story of a teenage girl, Mirabel, who is the only member of the Madrigal family that hasn't been born with magical powers. I found this refreshing as everyone today is obsessed with superheroes and superpowers. But here's a girl who shows you that you don't have to have those powers to be a good person, and her importance to her family is her strength of character. They live in an enchanted house in a magical town in the mountains of Colombia. And as an adult who is a fan of hard-hitting dramas like Narcos, it is nice for once to see a different portrayal of Colombia as this magical fantasy world devoid of cartels and brutal crime. So escapism isn't always a bad word. And there are many threads of Colombian folk culture and magic influences interwoven into the story, which I appreciated. The vivid and vibrant colour palette of the animation is stunning, and the film is visually very appealing. I know my grandkids love it. And the story is sharp, and it doesn't overstay its welcome, which I appreciate. And it has some witty one-liners for the adults, as Disney cartoons usually have. I know my grandkids do love that look of the movie and the look and feel, and it just seems to be the right length that they can be enchanted watching it without getting bored. But perhaps the most impressive strength of the movie is in the songs. With the music and lyrics principally by Lin-Manuel Miranda, these are very strong. And when you have kids asking to hear the songs separately from watching the movie, you know you must be onto something. The song We Don't Talk About Bruno, particularly, is an earworm. So despite being released in the pandemic era, the movie has been a hit, so far taking about 250 million worldwide. Now, according to Box Office Mojo, internationally the movie has taken 154 million. The UK box office to date is a respectable 10 million. The Colombian gross is 11 million, so it has gone down well in that country. And if my limited subjective experience counts, the views on Disney Plus must be big. These figures, admittedly, are low compared to many previous Disney releases, but that is due to the era we're in with restricted cinema viewings and the simultaneous release on cinema and Disney Plus playing some part in that. But it did, however, outsell some other 2021 Disney content such as Cruella and the well-received Raya and the Last Dragon. But money aside, If two kids from Northern Scotland love a movie set in Colombia, well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please consider subscribing, liking, and clicking the bell for notifications, because it all helps. And until next time, keep on rocking.